Hello, 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 everybody. Hi. It's Friday night. Yes. So, we're going to get our party on. My name is Eve. This is Eve's Creations Paint Party. Welcome to my lovely kitchen where I do all my painting. Say hello if you're painting with me. Hello, hello, hello. And we'll get started. Hi, everybody. Hello, fam. Let's paint. Yes. So let's say hi to the Mr. Butters because he might be chiming in and he's being playful right now. Say hi, Butters. Say hi. You're a good boy. Got your big toy. So there he is. There's the man of the hour. And, you know, he thinks it's playtime when I've got painting to do. So anyway, he'll be chiming in just like he is now, and we'll get this party started. Say hello, hello, hello if you're painting with me. And we're doing the Sloth tonight. Oh yeah. So here you go. Check it out. Check it, check it, check it. Check it out. And we'll get this party started. Hello, 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 everybody. Hi. Hello, 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 everybody. Hey, Hannah. Hello. Here is your sloth. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Totally excited. I finally made it. I finally made your sloth. You've only been asking since, I don't know, October. But we got all that holiday stuff out of the way, and we're going to do your sloth up. Yes, yes, yes. It's my pleasure. Hello, hello, hello. So, hey, Hannah. Hannah and Dustin in the house. Oh, yeah. So if you're painting with me, say hello. And I'd love to have you feel included. We are all family here. We all have a good time. And get your supplies together. Hi, sweetheart. So, get your supplies together. Tonight, we're going to be using a big boy. He is a 1-inch flat brush. Okay, I call him Big Boy. Tiny's in the house. He's very small. He's for the details. And I have what we call Mini Me. Mini Me looks just like Big Boy, except he's really small, but he has a nice flat edge. We kind of use him for our crayon for filling things in. So we have Big Boy, 1-inch flat, Mini Me, and Tiny. So you want to keep those in your water. Do not clean your brush unless I instruct you to. And I will simply say swirl. So you swirl your brush in your cup, tap, and dab on a paper towel. You want to dab in the shape of your bristles. And you want your brush to be wet but not dripping. Alrighty. So I am working on a 16 by 20 canvas. I am holding it straight up and down this evening. If you're working on something smaller, that is fine. Just adjust accordingly. I say 1 hand down, 2 hands over. So as long as you're in the general area of your canvas that I'm in, you will be fine. And like I said, if I say like 1 hand and you're on 11 by 14, do a couple fingers or something. So like I said, as long as you're like in the spot that I'm in on your canvas, you should be doing great. All right, so say hello, hello. I'm going to pour my paint and we'll get rocking and rolling. Hi, everybody. So, everybody likes my messes. Look at the mess that I just made. My paint just exploded on me. Talk about having a big old mess. Talk about having a big old mess. Welcome to my world. You guys ready? So look, I got it all over me and all over the floor. Yep. So I got to wipe that up real fast. But I don't want anybody to stress. If you make a mess, we just clean it up. That's what we do. So check it out. Looks like I'm going to be painting with my hand tonight. Painting with my hand tonight. My yellow just exploded all over the place. And Megna's not on yet. So she likes to remind me of what we call our messes. We have names for our messes because I make messes so much. Yep. That's what we do. That's what we do. So, did you ever hear of Murphy's Law? Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. Well, he's my best friend. He is my best friend. Definitely my best friend, that is for sure. So, check it, check it. Check the shirt. Yep. Yellow paint everywhere. Everywhere. See? Look. Everywhere. So I am going to clean this up real quick. Good thing I have hardwood floors. And then we'll start this party. So much for getting my colors together. So, if you ever make a mess, no worries. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It most certainly does. That is for sure. Paint explosion. Yes, I did. I exploded my paint everywhere. Check the shirt out. Hi, Megna. Megna, you missed my mess. I made a mess, Megna. I made a very, 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 very big mess. So, I didn't forget what we call the yellow, though. I'm glad you like them, Megna. I'm glad you like them. Megna, what do we call the yellow when we make a mess? What was the yellow again? I forget. I forget what the yellow was. I forget. Gotta tell me what the yellow was. Alrighty. You forget too? You forget too? I'm literally wearing yellow. Hi, Nancy. How you doing, sweetie? How you doing, sweetie? Alright, I am going to try to pour my paint again. That's what I'm going to try to do. Alright, so it's the same colors every single party. Hi, Adrian. Hello, sweetheart. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Nancy, I hope you feel better soon. I hope you feel better soon. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Alright, so it's the same paint every single party. Black, yellow, blue, red, and white. So I will be making my brown. If you want to cheat, little cheetahs out there, if you want to cheat and grab your brown paint, I am not opposed to that. Unless you're going to make your sloth pink. You can make your sloth pink too. It doesn't matter to me. It's your creation, your world. Do whatever you need to do. That's all there is to it. That is all there is to it. Ha ha! Magna, you go, girl. You say hi to everybody. That's my girl. There you go. Alright. Yeah, Nancy, you'll be okay. You'll be alright. So far I got Hannah, Magna, and Nancy in the house, and Adrian from North Carolina. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. So, to mix brown, I'll show you real quick. To mix brown, you're going to grab yellow. Hey, Lily, how you doing, sweetie? Hi. Hi, Lily. So if you're painting, anybody's painting with you, let me know. Everybody has to say prayers for Nancy to feel better soon. So, I got yellow. Of course I do. I got yellow everywhere. The yellow went on the floor, in the dog's dish, on my counter, on me, everywhere. Hey, Amy and Becca here. I'm doing all right, Lily. Making a mess, but that's all right. Hey, Amy. Hey, Becca. Hi, loves. Missed you guys. Hey. So, to make brown, right, you're going to grab yellow. We're going to grab red. We're going to grab a ton of red, right? So make yourself a big old pile of brown. If you do not have brown, right? So you want to mix the yellow and red together. That is going to give you an orange. Right? That is going to give you an orange. And then you take some of your white. You want to grab some of your white. And that's going to give you a peach. That's going to give you a peach when you add white to that. And then you want to grab either your blue or your black. And little increments of adding that in there, blue or black. And when you add that into that peach, it will give you a brown. I guarantee it. But a tiny, tiny bit. I didn't put much at all. So a lot of red, a lot of yellow, a little bit of white, a little bit of black. And you will have brown. You will get brown. Okay, so that is how you make brown. If you don't have brown paint with you tonight, that is what you want to do. Mix yourself up a big old glob of that. Mix yourself up a big old glob of that. And this way, you have it ready for yourself. Brown. So, hello. So, we're doing the lovely sloth. I'm waiting for more people to pop on to say hi. I'm still cleaning up my big old yellow mess. That paint tube just exploded. Well, I have gallons of paint with pumps, and that pump just exploded everywhere. Everywhere. That's what happens. That's what happens, but that's okay. No worries. Nope, the sloth was for Hannah, Magna. The sloth was for Hannah. Yes, it was. It was for Hannah, Magna. I did make my palette. I made my palette of all the normal colors, Nancy, and then I just showed everybody how to make brown. And I also made a big old mess with the yellow. So, I have yellow all over my palette, and I have yellow all over my shirt, and I have yellow all over the floor, and on the dog stuff. Hey, Peggy! How you doing, sweetie? Bay. Ooh, I like that, Peggy. I like that. I like that name. I like that name. Canada, baby. We're international. So, Magna, Hannah and Dustin. Hannah wanted the sloth. Amy and Becca. You remember Becca. They're painting with us tonight. Okay? So that's who they are. You'll get it straight. Usually you keep it straight from me, Magna. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. So this is your party. If you have any questions, absolutely 6,000% ask me, and I will answer you to the best of my ability. And we are painting our lovely sloth tonight. I have my coffee rocking here. To keep it moving, we're holding this straight up and down. Thumbs up me, and hearts, and ready Freddy spaghetti, and we'll get started, okay? So if you want to take a screenshot so you can have this as a reference, because I cannot show you both at the same time. Alright, so take your screenshot, people. Take that screenshot if you need it. Alright, I see hearts. I see hearts. Let's get this rocking and rolling. Hi, 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 everybody. Hello, hello, hello. So, welcome. Welcome to our party. Welcome to the family. All you creepers out there, I see you. So, join on in. Say hello. Leave some comments. It's totally cool. If you have a private business you do, like say you're like a Lularoe or a paparazzi, or I have Tammy and Julia. They do Girl Scout cookies, and she's a Girl Scout leader, so I totally support 6,000% entrepreneurs that are trying to make their way during this lovely time that we're going through. And you can feel free to share away, because I want to help support you. All right, Hannah's ready. Hannah's ready. Alrighty, so we'll get this thing started. Say goodbye, Mr. Sloth. Alrighty, so here we are. Amy and Becca are ready. Oh yeah. Becca's born ready. She'll be done with this painting in 5 minutes. She'll be done in 5 minutes. Oh, Megna's ready. I see that thumbs up emoticon. I see it. Alright, so I'm going to try to make sure that my canvas is nice and secure here, so that doesn't flip off. Alrighty, here we go. Swirl, tap, dab that big boy. Dawn's ready. Hello, Dawn. How you doing, sweetheart? Hello. All right, so swirl, tap, dab that big boy. And the first thing we're going to do, we're going to map out all our different sections of the painting. All right, so I just want you to grab some of that brown you might have made. All right, so just grab some of that brown. And you're going to grab some of your white. Tonight, it is a mess tonight, Magna. Yellow is being a mess. So we're going to grab some of that brown, and we're going to grab some white. And we're going to basically just map out where all our objects are going, so you're not driving yourself nuts painting a background. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in the tree stem that the sloth is on. So you want to go about 2... Oh, Ann, that sounds amazing. Ann Weatherting. Hello, Ann. How are you? So, that sounds awesome, Ann. If you have any questions, make sure to ask. I'm sure your niece is going to love it. All right, so you want to go about 2 hands down on the side of your canvas, and you're just diagonally going to go in that direction. And you're going to end about a couple fingers in on this side, okay? So, mark yourself your 2 spots. And very roughly, just pull your brush along and put in where your branch is going to be, alrighty? So, just grabbing some brown and white real quick. And you're just going to pull along so you know approximately where your branch is going to be. Now, we're not going to worry or stress about any of this because you're going to throw a background on here. And when you throw the background on, you're going to wind up going over some of these lines, and we're going to tighten them up later. Oh, I'm so glad you're okay. I'm glad you're doing good, Ann. I'm glad you're fine. And I think your niece is going to absolutely love it. All right, once you have that, I want you to grab some of that brown and white again. Grab some of that brown and white again, and you're going to come over here to this section. And you're going to turn around, and you want to put in your head, right? So we're going to put in the head, and to make a circle is a parentheses and a parentheses. So right in this general area, you want to parentheses and land pretty close to the edge of your canvas, and you're going to parentheses the other way, because that's where your head's going to go. All right, so you have that. And we could fill that in with some brown and white real quick. Right? Like I said, don't stress this. Don't worry this. Don't try to get your shapes perfect. You're going to fill in a background all around this. And we're going to tighten it all up later, all right? So don't stress. You're painting over everything you're doing right now. Right now we are just putting in our general shapes. Okay? So no worries there. No worries there. So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab that brown and white, and we're going to make his body. All right, so go grab that brown and white again. Brown and white again, and we're going to make his body. So his body is just going to be like a big egg. It's going to be like a big egg right off of the head, right? So you want to swoop this way, swoop. Okay, and you want to swoop this way, swoop. And just curve it around, right? Make a big egg. That's what you're doing. And you can fill that in for yourself real quick. So you're just making a big egg. And I'm going quickly because we don't have to worry about any of this. We're going to be painting over all of this. All right? So don't stress it. If you mess something up, it's okay, because we're going to be able to fix it. Alrighty, so, and his body should be a little bit bigger than that, so I'm going to swoop up around this way. We just want it a little bit bigger. So you want your body to be a hand away from your branch, alright? That's what you want. And you can just fill that in real fast. Not really paying attention to any of it. Not really paying attention to any of it. That's all you're doing, is you're just going to fill this in real quick. And you know that your body is somewhere in here. Okay? No worries. No worries. So, Hannah, I am so excited to be able to paint this for you. I know that you've been waiting such a long time for your sloth. And here he finally is. Is Dustin going to paint it too? Is Dustin painting with you? And Amy and Becca are here. Hi, guys. And we got Lily and Dawn and Ann. Ann is going to make this for her niece. I absolutely love it. Peggy in Canada. Hello, sweetheart. Adrian's here. North Carolina in the house. Mom Megna. She is here, and Nancy's watching. Nancy doesn't feel too well, guys, so we have to send prayers up her way, all right? Make sure you guys keep Nancy in your prayers. She's been painting with me a long time. She actually bought one of the kits to be able to paint along with me. So we got to send prayers up for Nancy, all right, guys? Everybody watching. So next thing we're going to do, I'm going to grab that white and brown paint. And we're very simply going to go from where his head and body meet up to the branch. All right, so straight up to the branch. So we're going to go here, swoop, and we're going to go here, swoop, just like that. Just like that. And then you're going to have a little curve over. But like I said, don't stress any of this. we're going to be painting this a few times. So don't worry. Just kind of blocking in the color for ourselves. This way we don't spend like an hour and a half painting background. Got it? Got it? Good. Hey Karen, how you doing? Hi. So Karen is Ann. Am I getting that right? So you're under the name Karen, but your name is Ann. We have another Ann. We have Ann with an E. I love it. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Or were you tagging somebody? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. If any of you are hopping on late, I'll review everything we did. All right. So basically we put this branch in. It was 2 hands down from the top of my canvas, and it was going towards that corner. Then the next thing we did was we put a circle in here. And then after that, we did an egg for the body. And then we just did 2 lines up and colored that in right there by the neck. All right, I'm not sure why my camera keeps going in and out of focus. I'm not really sure why it's doing that. So, but hopefully you guys are getting the gist of what's going on here. Not really sure why the camera keeps doing that. All right, so once you have that line in, you're going to come over here to this part of his body. And you're going to go like from in here on this edge. I love it, Dawn. I love it. So they're painting. Gotta tell me their names. Gotta tell me their names. We have Magna painting with us. Becca's painting with us. Now we have your 2 little ones. I love it. Yeah, so just a reminder, this is a kid-friendly video, guys, so just watch those comments, all right? Thanks. You guys are amazing. All right, so then on this end, you're going to go basically where your swoop is of his bottom over here. And you want to turn around. And again, you're going to go straight up at an angle. You like that? So you just want to come off the part of his body, wrap it around, and you're going to come straight up. And then you're going to put another line in for the other side. There's like a little bump right here, which we're not going to worry about, and color that in. Right? You're going to color that in. And like I said, do not stress this. Do not stress this in the least, because we are going to repaint all of these shapes. All right, so we're just kind of blocking it in so you don't. Shay and Addie. Shay and Addie are in the house. Hi, guys. Becca and Magnus, say hi to Shay and Addie. They're painting with us. All right, so once you have that piece in, so I swooped around his bottom here, came up and went up. That's how I got that, all right? And once you have that piece in, you're just gonna come out over here, right where this kind of meets your body, right? Right where this meets your body. And you just wanna turn around and put the other leg in. So I'm going right off the canvas. Right off the canvas at an angle. That's what I'm doing. So you're going to swoop around his bottom again, and then go right off the canvas at an angle. Now, if you messed any of these up, don't stress it. Don't stress it. Like I said, we're just merely mapping these colors in, and we're going to go over it again. All right, so now, hi, hello, Shay, hello, Addie. So now we're going to do our background, all right? So you're going to swirl tap dab that brush and get all of that brown out of the brush, all right? That's what we're doing. Nothing hard here. Nothing hard here. Still cleaning up yellow paint, if anybody was wondering. I'm still cleaning up yellow paint. Still cleaning up yellow paint. So I just wanted to let everybody know it's free to watch. Tips and gratuities are appreciated. I will share the links for that. And if you don't want to send me a tip, then help out another artist. All right, thanks. So, okay, so we got this. I'm going to share that link while you guys are catching up. Ketchup, mustard. Ketchup, mustard. Yes, ketchup mustard. So you guys can catch up with all those shapes. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. And now you're just going to do your background color. So you're going to swirl tap dab that big brush. You're going to swirl tap dab that big brush. That's what you're going to do. And you're going to get all that brown out of there. And we're going to grab that yellow, because Lord knows I have enough of it. And we're going to grab that yellow. And we're going to grab some blue. Alright, and we're going to grab some white. So yellow, blue, and white. Yellow, blue, and white, right? And I'm just going to sort of kind of mix this because I want the variation of colors, alright? So yellow, blue, and white right on the tip of your brush. And the rest of this whole thing gets filled in with that. Yellow, blue, and white. Now, if you like the separation of color, you just stick and move. You just kind of brush it on and keep it moving. If you like it being soft and blended, the more you brush over it, the more blended it's going to become. So as you're doing this though, it's alright. Go over your lines. You know, don't be crazy careful about it. Because you don't want a background where you're outlining your whole thing. You know what I mean? You don't want your brush strokes to look like that. So as you're doing this, simply just go back and forth. And it's alright if you go over your edges of your shapes. That's fine. And if you messed up a shape, by all means, paint over it. Paint over it. Alright, so we're going to just put this in here. And we are going to just go back and forth with our brush strokes. This way it looks like we did it first. Because usually we start with a background first. But tonight, I didn't want you guys like filling in a whole background just to turn around and put a big old sloth on top of it. You know what I mean? Like, that just didn't make sense to me. But in a real world, when you're painting, usually you'll start with your background first. That's usually the way to go. But I always do things backwards sometimes. Sometimes I'm just doing it backwards. So we're going to go and turn around and do our background now around our shapes. And I'm going to work on getting some of this yellow off of my palette here. So I'm just doing blue and yellow and a little bit of white. And that little bit of white helps add to the coverage. And like I said, if you like the separation of colors, you just stick and move. If you want your background to be all blended, then you just keep brushing over it and it will be all blended. So I am still going back and forth with my brush strokes here. Going back and forth. That's what I'm doing. Right? So there you go. Back and forth. I'm just doing little wiggles in my tight spots. I'm just wiggling the brush a little bit. I'm just wiggling the brush a little bit in the tight spots. That's all. That's all I'm doing. If you guys want to paint your sides of your canvas, go for it. Go right ahead. You can paint those sides. You can paint those sides if you'd like to. If you'd like to. So, there we go. I'm trying to figure out why my camera is doing that. I'm going to press some buttons, guys. No stressing. I just wondering why my camera keeps doing that. Maybe that helps. Maybe I had a button hit that I shouldn't have had hit. Alright, so it's always a pretty precarious thing when Eve starts pressing buttons, right guys? You guys know I'm not so good with the button pushing. That's for sure. That is for sure. Alright, so filling in this background, nice green. Like I said, you know, I'm going to follow the colors of my original, but you guys have fun with this. If you don't want a green background, if you want like a pink background, go for it. You don't want a brown sloth, you want a pink sloth, go for it. You know, if you want all blues and, you know, different colors or maybe a red background, by all means. It is your creation. The whole point is to have fun and party together as a family and making memories. Making memories. That's why I love it so much when Amy and Becca paint with me and Magna paints with me, and now we have Dawn with Shea and Addie painting with me. Absolutely love it. It's all about making those memories. That's what it's about. So, and messes happen when we paint and all sorts of things happen, but you know what? It's all good. But at the end of the day, we're having fun. We're creating. We're creating, and we're just going to have a good time with it. That's it. Because it's not hard. Nothing hard here. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You guys got it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alright. So, there you go. There you go. And like I said, if you want to paint your sides, paint your sides. That's totally cool to do that. And I'm going to go wipe up some more yellow paint while you guys catch up. Catch up mustard. Yeah, Magna, the camera was doing something weird because I had a button pushed that shouldn't have been pushed. I had a button pushed that shouldn't have been pushed. And that's what happens. That's what happens. But I think it's all good now. I think it's all good now. I wonder where Tammy and Julia are. I even got yellow paint on my couch. That's not good. That's not good. I got yellow paint on my couch, guys. So, how's everybody doing? Everybody's doing all right? Getting your shapes in there? Getting your background done? Everyone's doing good? Everybody's doing good? Doing good? I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. I hope you're all doing phenomenal. Hey, hey, hey. I know, right, Amy? I'm like using up a whole roll of paper towels. Literally, like, and I have like a little mess going on because I'm redoing my kitchen. So, I made a mess on the mess. So, we're saying prayers for Nancy and we're going to say prayers for Eve. I think I got it all out of my couch though. I think we're okay. I think I'm okay. Right? Alright, so, as everyone's catching up, so I'll show you what happened, alright? So, literally, Kaylee and Ashley, hi guys! So literally, here's my pump of yellow. And it squirted out of the pump. And it went all the way across here. You can see the yellow on Butters' doggy mat. It went all the way into my mess of cleaning the kitchen. Of doing my kitchen. It went on my floor. See, you can still see some yellow on my floor. So it's on my floor, and it went on my couch. And all over me. All over me. That was a lot of fun. Hey, Kaylee. Hey, Ashley. Hi, guys. Hello, hello, hello. All right. So, slowly recuperating from my mess. All right. So, the next thing I want you guys to do is on our sloth, I'm going to show you. Hi. Right? So, what I want to show you is on our sloth, we have different values, they're called. But on one of my Eve's Artistry Insights, I talked about that. Values is just having the same color, having a darker and a lighter. Alright? So, I want to show you on the sloth, like this is a darker brown. So the browns that you have, you want to make sure you have a darker brown, or you just add a little bit more black to the one that we made. And then these are going to be lighter brown. Alright? So I just want to show you there's going to be different values. Okay? So you want to make sure that on deck you have your brown base color. And we're going to be using darker brown and lighter brown for the different things. So the first thing I want you to do is you're going to swirl tap dab that big boy, and you want to make like a darker brown. So I added a little bit of black to that brown that I had already to get a nice deep rich brown color. You see that? And I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the flat of my brush, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to fix these lines that I wound up getting the background on. So I am just pulling nice and straight with Big Boy. And I'm fixing these lines. And then as I color it in, I'm going to pull nice and straight. So, you just want to do that with a darker brown. Okay? And we're going to pull nice and straight. We're going to put that arm back in for ourselves. Alrighty, and where your tree branches, just do a little swish swish back and forth. Because the tree is going to be over his arm. So, where your tree is, just do a little swish swish back and forth. We're going to color that in later. Alright, now, just be careful as you repaint these in. The more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. Alright, so once you have that in there, nice and flat and straight, I want you to turn around and we're going to do this leg in here. Same thing. I'm just holding Big Boy straight up and down, and I'm pulling nice and straight. Right? Holding Big Boy straight up and down, pulling nice and straight. So I get a nice clean edge on that. And then you're going to pull Big Boy flat to fill it in. And use that nice flat edge. Right? And where your tree branches, you just want to do a little swoosh swoosh back and forth. Alright? Okay. So, once you have that in place, I want you to wipe the excess off of Big Boy. You can even wipe the excess off into your belly, since that's going to be a dark brown too. So, wipe the excess off of Big Boy. I'm just wiping the paint off of him. That's all I'm doing, and since my belly's going to be brown, why not? Now I want you to grab your lighter brown, just the smallest amount, and inside his two legs, you're going to do little dashes like this. Little dash marks. And that is going to create his furry look. And this is the trick we're going to use for his whole body. Okay? So, you want to stick and move because your paint is still wet. If you turn around and keep painting on it, you're going to lose your little dashes for the fur. All right, so a little bit of paint, the lighter brown, and I'm just doing dashes. Just doing dashes. See that? And you want to stick and move. You want to stick and move so you don't lose the effect of it being fur and have it get all mushed together, right? So we don't want no mushing. And you're going to do the same thing on your other leg, okay? So we're just dashing through the snow, dashing through the sloth leg. And this is the trick we're going to do on the sloth, our entire sloth, to give him that effect that he has fur. All right, so that's the whole entire making of the sloth. Is just what we're gonna do. So, and I got a little excited with my dashing, so I had to fix my outside line a little bit. That's okay. All right, so that's how simple it is, guys. That is how simple it is. So I'm gonna wipe off that excess paint. I'm gonna go back into my dark brown. Right, I want to go back into my dark brown. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my brush. And I'm going to do the 2 semicircles where his paws are, all right? So you're going to follow this line up. Come to the other side of where your branch is going to be. Follow this line up. Come to the other side where your branch is going to be. And you're just going to do a spin. Right around. You can color that in and then just brush back and forth where your branch is going to be. Right? So, same thing over here. Grabbing the darker brown. I'm going to come up. I'm going to follow this line up. I'm going to come up here. And then I'm going to follow this line up. I'm going to come up here. And then I'm going to swoop around. So, if you can't do that spin move with your brush, like I call that the show me the money move, you're literally doing this with your fingers, and you move your brush, you spin it. So, that's something you got to work on. If you can't do that, just literally just do your brush in an oval, alright? So, and you're going to do the top part of that. And again, like I said, where the branch is, just swoosh back and forth. Alrighty? So, now that we have his paws in, we're going to do his body. So his body's the dark brown. And you're going to use the flat of that brush to get his nice outline on him, alright? So I'm going to use the flat of that brush and I'm going to cut across that way. And you're going to cut across that whole leg right there. You're going to cut across that leg, right? So this is belly right here. I'm going to do mine a little lighter so you can see what I did, but you're literally cutting across that leg, pulling your brush nice and flat and coming into where your neck meets. So I did mine lighter so you can see what I did. Alright, that's how your line should go. And you're just going to color all this in now. You're just going to color all of this in. That's all we're doing with your dark brown. You're just coloring this all in. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh yeah, we're painting a sloth. We're coloring. We're coloring, right? No worries, we're coloring. We are coloring. That's all we're doing because we already did our shapes. We're good like that. So the bottom of his shape, right? Again, you want to pull your brush nice and flat. Do a nice straight line. You're going to swoop all the way around. Meet up with this leg, all right? So we're going to swoop. All right, I'm going to do mine lighter so you can see what I'm doing, but you want to do this with the dark brown. Ready? Swoop. a nice line. Swoop. And you're going to meet up with that leg. So swoop it around. Meet up with that leg back there. Okay, so I did mine light so you can see what I did. All right, but you guys do it with the dark brown. And you're just going to fill that in with the dark brown, right? This is such an easy painting. It's nice and straightforward, nothing hard here. Basically, we're making circles and ovals. We're pulling our brush nice and flat to give us a nice edge. Nice and flat to give us a nice edge. If you guys are still seeing green behind your paint, like where you went with your background, either add black or add a little bit of white, and that'll cover that up, okay? So if you have green poking through from where you did your background, add some more black or add some white. Now his whole belly area, we're gonna do the dashes for his fur. So get your lighter browns, and you can have fun with this. You can do like lighter browns, and you want to follow the shape of his body, okay? You want to follow the shape of his body. And you're just dashing in this color. You do not want to lose all that dark, but you're just making all of these hash marks with your lighter browns. And you can get crazy, like if you have a couple different lighter browns, you know, you can mix it up a little bit. So I'm going to dash away all. And I don't want to lose that dark brown. If I tend to lose that dark brown, you know what? Just put some of it back in again. See that? So you guys have fun with your light and your dark browns, and you're just dashing. That is all you're doing. That is all you're doing. And you want his body to be on the dark brown side. So just go and dash, and you're gonna get fur. You guys getting fur? How you guys doing? You guys getting like a fur look with this, right? It's pretty cool. You want to stick and move. You don't want to go over it too many times because it's going to blend right out. So Kaylee and Ashley and Ann with an E. And we have Ann, who's painting for her niece, and Dawn with Shay and Addie, and Peggy in Canada. Amy and Becca are here. Lily hanging out with us. Adrian from North Carolina. My Nancy. I do hope you feel better soon, hun. And Megna and Hannah in the house. So if you guys are totally enjoying this painting, you can thank Hannah, because Hannah is the one that wanted me to paint this. So if you guys ever want to paint something, send me a message. Send me a message and say, hey Eve, can we paint this? I might not get to it right away, but I will get to it. Hi Sabrina, how you doing, love? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I love that name, Sabrina. It's awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, so you guys doing good with this? You getting fur? Give me thumbs up if you're getting like little fur effect. If you're having a problem, let me know, all right? Let me know. Let me know if you're having a problem. Just be a little careful around your outside edge, that's all. Don't go so fur happy that you mess up that nice clean edge. Oh, I see them. Awesome. Good job, everybody. Good job. Good job. So I have extra paint on my brush, so I'm going to just turn around and smush in his face. Because, you know what? Why not? Why not? So I'm just going to get the excess paint off of my brush just by smushing it in here. Might as well. And smushing it in here. Might as well. Okay, so I'll give you guys a minute to catch up, Mustard. Because I know you're playing around, and this is like the funnest part of this whole painting is making the fur. Well, I think it's the funnest part. So, there we go. Alrighty. And you just want to make sure where the legs are meeting the body, you have a nice, you can tell where the leg is and where the body is, okay? So when you're doing that section where the legs meet the body, make sure that your brush strokes are showing the leg compared to the body. All right? The leg compared to the body. See that? You can see the swoop of the body line. You want to make sure you don't lose that, all right? It's very, very important. Very, very important. Very, 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 very. All right. So, give you guys a minute to catch up mustard. And we'll be rocking and rolling. So, everybody's doing good. You're all focused. You're all hanging out, making fur. Yep. So, so while you guys are catching up, this Tuesday, How To Tuesday. Oh, yeah. So, we did clouds, trees, water, and this Tuesday is going to be rocks. Mountains and rocks and cliffs and all that kind of stuff to do with the earth. So, if you want to practice along with me, same time, same bat channel, same time, we're going to be doing rocks. Mountains. What I know about mountains. And next Friday, I already posted the event, so next Friday, we're going to do Chillin' Kitty. Chillin' Kitty in the house. Yeah, so very simple, very sweet. We got our little kitty cat. Oh, awesome, Dawn. Excellent. This is a great picture for them. So good. Shay and Addie making fur. Nancy, you like the how-tos? Or was that for the Chillin' Kitty, that yay yay? Awesome. Glad everyone's having fun. So we're doing Chilly Kitty next Friday. Yeah, so cute, right? Nice and easy and simple. Since I already taught you all how to paint trees, we're going to knock this one out of the park. Knock this one out of the park. All right, so we have this. I'm going to swirl tap that big boy a little bit just to get the globs out of them. I'm going to grab my light brown paint. All right, because we want the lighter color now. And we're going to go in and redo his head. Yes, Melanie, you can totally watch the older how-tos. Melanie the Creeper saying hi. Hi, Melanie. Caught you. Yes, all of my replays are always available. How to paint rocks, you like that? Yeah, they seem to be a little tricky. They're a little tricky. Yeah, so all of my replays are available. Just hit the videos tab and you can watch all of my replays. So, light brown, a little bit on my brush. And we're going to re-put in the circle for his head, okay? So again, where his arm meets, you want to make sure you do a nice line over that, all right? So I'm going to hold my brush to where I can spin it around this way. And you're going to start at the belly line. You're going to start at the belly line. Don't go over it. If you do, just a little spit helps. And you're going to wrap around, giving yourself a nice clean edge. And come on over the other way. There you go. All right, so you can go over your belly line. My bad. You go over the belly line. So I'm going to lighten my paint a lot so you can see what I did, all right? So literally, yes. Hey, yay, Melanie. So How To Tuesdays. I used to do Eve's Artistry Insight, but I just do How To Tuesdays now. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit of white so you can see my line. So I'm just following this all the way around, giving myself a nice clean edge. And I'm going nice and slow, and I'm going over the arm, and I'm going over the belly. See that? Going over the arm, and I'm going over the belly. And I'm giving myself a nice clean edge on his head. Just like that. Alrighty. And you want to fill that in with your light brown. And if you can still see your green, if you can still see your green on the edges there, add a little white to your paint, all right? So I'm using my light brown and my white, and I'm filling this in. So if you can still see your green through your paint, your brown paint, just add a little white to it. Cover it right up. All right, and don't keep playing with this, because the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get, and you're going to wind up with like this huge sloth head. Just make it as round as possible. Sloth heads are not perfectly round, so don't get all OCD about it. Don't get nutty. All right, if you guys want to take like a lid to like a coffee can or something, you could always do that for yourself if you want, but honestly, if you just do a parentheses and a parentheses, you're going to get a circle. All right, so don't play around too much, because you don't want this mega sloth head. No mega sloth heads. And again, you can go in with your darker browns, but don't get too nutty, because a lot of this we're covering up anyway. So you can go in with your darker browns, and you can kind of add his fur in. Okay, so since the base was the light brown, you're going to use the darker brown, and you're just going to do those dashes again. You're just going to do those dashes again. That's all you're going to do. That's all we're doing. And you want to do them in the shape of the circle. And a lot of this we're covering up with his face, so don't stress it. But if you want to add a little, we're adding texture, people. We're getting technical. We're adding texture, right? Such a very formal word for just dashing on paint, right? So if you want to give his face a little furry feel, just dash that in. Hi! Hi, Sinavia. Hello from Sweden. Hi, Ashley. I hope not. I hope nobody's video cut out. I hope not. I hope not, Ashley. I hope not. Sinova, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but it's nice to have you here. Hello. Hello, hello. I got paint on my phone. Okay, so now we're going to do this leg. So with this leg, again, I'm going to add white so you can see what I'm doing. But you guys can just do it with your lighter brown, all right? So with this leg, you're going to make his thigh part. So what are you going to do, right? You're going to follow down from the edge of your canvas. You're going to cross over that leg. You're going to go on top of the belly. And then you're going to swoop a thigh around. All right, so I'm going to use lighter paint. I hope nobody's video cut out. Ashley, you all right now? I hope everybody's good. So I'm going to use lighter paint so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm coming down from the edge of my canvas. I'm going over that leg. I'm going over that belly. I'm going to hit this section right here. I'm going to swoop around. And then I'm going to come right up over this way. And pull it into that leg. Okay, so you're making like a big old drumstick. You're making a big old drumstick. That's what you're doing. And then you're just going to color that in. We're just going to color that in. Now, I used like a really light color so you guys can see what I did. So, but you can keep that on the lighter brown if you want to. Unless your green's showing through, then you're going to have to add some more white to it. Okay, so I'm just pulling that brush nice and flat. Swoop it around. Swoop. And coming back out. All right. Once you have that, you can grab your darker browns. Do your fur. Do the fur. We're doing the fur, baby. We're doing the fur. Alright, so when you do your fur, you just want to follow the shape of his leg. Okay, and put all your dashes in for your fur. Now remember to stick and move. Go a little more careful around your edge so you don't wind up going over your edge. You know how many times I go over my edge? Tons. So everybody should be getting a nice furry little sloth by now. Everybody should be pretty good. Pretty good, that's what I'm saying. So just be careful around your edges, alright? Because you don't want to wind up messing up your nice clean edge. And there's your fur. Hello, hello, hello. So you guys are working on your big old leg. I don't know, this is making me think of a turkey leg, and I want like a turkey sandwich now. Like, I really do. I want like a turkey sandwich right now. I'm thinking of a turkey leg right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, so as you're working on that, I'm going to get myself a seltzer, and it's roll call time. Roll call. Alright, so we have Melanie, we have Ashley, hopefully the video is working for you, love. We have Sanamje, I hope I'm saying that right, from Sweden. Hannah, here you go, girl. Magna, Nancy, Adrian from North Carolina. We got Lily and Amy and Becca. Peggy in Canada. Dawn, who's painting with Shea and Addie. They're having a good time. Dawn's starting to have a good time. We got Ann. Ann, your niece is going to love it. Hey, Cassie. Hello, sweetheart. Halifax in the house. I hope I said it right as Cassie, or maybe it's Casey. So, we have Ann with an E, Kaylee, and Ashley, and Sabrina, and now Cassie. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to grab my seltzer, and we're going to do the other arm. And we're going to be rocking and rolling, people. Rocking and rolling. Rocking and rolling. I said it right. Yes. All right, Cassie. Score. You can ask Megna how long it took me to get her name right. I am really bad with names. I botch names like crazy. I really, 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 really do. All right, so this part you need to have dry, so don't be playing with it still. I hope you weren't playing with it because you need it dry. And we're going to put in his other arm, all right? So I'm going to grab that light brown, and like I said, I'm going to make mine even lighter so you can see what I'm doing. You can see what I'm doing. And right over here, we're going to put in his other arm. So you're going to follow along. So a little bit below his neck, a couple fingers down. You're going to follow along your body shape. Follow along your body shape. And when you get to about 4 fingers away from your leg, you want to swoop it in. And then you're going to come straight out, swoop a circle, go back towards the body, and then come up here. All right? That's how you make that shape. All right? So you're going to follow along your body line. I'll repeat it for you. Follow along your body line. When you get about 4 fingers away from your leg, you want to swoop up. Then you're going to pull straight into your body. You're going to curve around when you hit about mid-body section, the middle of your body. You want to curve that around. Go back towards your body. And then you're going to do this little hook upwards. And just color that in. And as you're filling it in, if you kind of messed it up or it's a little wonky or whatever, fix it. Fix it. That's all. Just fix it. So if you messed it up and it's a little bit, you know, shaky or whatever, as you're coloring it in, use the flat of that brush. Use the flat of that brush and fix it. That's what that's all about. Okay? So no worries, right? No stress. And don't play too much. The more you play, the bigger it's going to get. So fill that in. You guys are where I live, Dawn. That's where I live. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Shay and Addie, you're right in the same town I live in. Maybe we could do an in-person one someday. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. All right, so on my arm, now I'm going to grab my darker browns. And we're going to do our dashes. Not too much, because you don't want it to disappear into your body, right? So you want this to be lighter. Remember I showed you in the beginning how this leg and this arm are lighter. Okay? So you do not want to make it too dark, and you just dash, 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 and we have his cute fuzzy little fur. We have his cute little fuzzy fur. Yes, we do. Fuzzy fur time. Fuzzy fur time. That's what we're doing. And you just want to follow the shape of his arm. That's all. As you're doing the dashes, just follow the shape of his arm. That's all you want to do. And you want to stick and move. Stick and move. Because if you keep playing with it, it's just going to blend all together. And you're going to lose it. You're going to wind up losing it. Because it's going to blend all together. Alright. So, now, I just want you to wipe off your brush. I just want you to wipe off your brush. I want you to grab your lighter brown, whatever you got left. And I want you to grab the tiniest amount of blue. See that? The smallest amount of blue on there. Alright, everybody see that? And we're going to put in the tree branch. So, you want to hold big boy like back here. You want to move your arm, not the brush. And the faster you move, the straighter it's going to be. Okay? Hold your brush back here. Nice loose grip. A little bit of blue and brown paint. You move your arm, not the brush. Faster you go, straighter it'll be. Ready? Ready to zip. Ready? Shoop. Bam. Alright. And then you can use the flat of that brush to fix it. Okay, so you can use the flat of the brush to fix it if you need to. And it's a tree limb, so if you mess it up, don't stress it. Alright, I'm going to grab more brown paint. I'm going to grab more brown paint. Little bit of blue. I got to make more brown. We got to make more brown. That's okay. I'm going to grab more brown paint, little bit of blue, just a smidge. Hold your brush back here. Move your arm, not the brush. Faster you go, straighter it's going to be. And you're cutting across the top of everything. Swoop. There you go. Now you just want to color this in, doing sideways motion. Sideways motion. And a little bit of blue helps give it a different tone. I'll move my big bulbous head in a minute. Gives us a little different tone of the brown. That way it's different from our sloth. Alrighty, so there you go. I'm going to wipe the globs off of my brush and I'm going to put them in the water. And we want Tiny. Tiny in the house. He's for our details. And you want to go with just black. You want to make sure your paint is nice and loose. So if you need to add a little water to it, go for it. That's so funny you guys are from Manchester, New Jersey. That's where I live. Want to add a little bit of water to it if it's too thick. Nice and thin on your brush. Make sure you have a point. No globs on your brush. And right up here, you're going to hold your brush kind of back here. Give yourself a little wiggle. Alright? And right between his paws, you're going to come off of your branch and you're going to wiggle upwards. And that's going to be the stem to one of our leaves. Alright? More paint. I'm going to come over here by his head. I'm going to come off of my branch. And I'm going to wiggle down. That's one leaf. And I'm going to follow along that line I just made and wiggle out the other way. And there's our other leaf. Okay? So, there is your two little stems for your leaves. There's your two little stems for our leaves. Awesome, Dawn. Yeah, so maybe eventually we can do in person. I do a minimum of 3 people. So you, Shay, and Addie, and we could all paint together if you wanted to. So I hope everyone's doing good. I hope I'm not moving too fast for anyone. If you need me to slow down, just yell at me. Stop, Eve! Stop! Just yell at me. I don't mind. And because everyone's being so quiet, you're all focused though. So Melanie, Ashley, Snob, Hannah, Magna, Nancy, Adrian, I hope you're all doing great. And Lily, Amy, and Becca. Becca's probably done already. We got Peggy in Canada. We got Ann W, Ann with an E, Kaylee and Ashley, Sabrina in the house, Cassie from Halifax. I didn't paint the leaves yet. All I did was grab black paint and I made sure it was nice and thin for myself, and I squiggled in 2 black lines. So you just hold your brush here, make sure it has a nice point of paint, and you come off of your stem and you just do a little squiggle. That's okay, Magna. You'll catch up, Mustard. And then I came off of here, I did a squiggle this. I followed along there at the same time and squiggled out that way. Hi, Jamie. How you doing? Hi. Jamie in the house. Oh, I got a big old roll call going here. So, I have to do a cheat sheet for all you peeps, all my fam out there, because I can't remember nothing. I can't remember nothing. Magna, don't do the fur on the face, because we're going to be putting his face on. So do it on the rest of the body, but don't do it on the face. Awesome, Jamie. Glad to hear it. Oh, that's okay. Becca can watch the replay and finish up if she's getting tired. Jamie, glad to hear you're doing good. Alright, so now you're going to grab Swirl Tap Dab Big Boy. Swirl Tap Dab Big Boy. Get them nice and clean. All those globs out of them. Get them nice and clean. Grab yourself some clean white. Glad to hear you're doing good, Jamie. Grab yourself some clean white. So, you're going to grab the tiniest bit of your brown. The tiniest amount of your brown, not very much at all. Small, 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 small amount, all right? What kind of an amount? Small, small, small. And you want to grab your white, and we're going to do his face. So I'm going to move the camera so you can see his face, okay? We're moving. I'm moving you. I'm so strong. I can move like 15 people at once. Alright, so then you want to grab your white paint. Just on the tip of that big brush. And you want to find your spot like right here. So here's the center of his face, okay? So mark your center. Mark your center of his face. And from that center, now I'm holding the brush here. I'm giving myself some control. From that center, you want to come up and loop around this way. And loop around that way. Right? And once you do that, you're going to do little zigzags, little zigzaggy dashes like this. Move your brush like this, okay? Ziggy zaggies, ziggy zaggy zoos, ziggy zaggy zoos, and you're going to do little dashes. See? Little dashes. And you're going to do little dashes off of that to make it nice and furry. Ziggy zaggy zoos, nice and furry. Nice and furry. Little dashes. Little dashes. Just little dashes like this. Okay, nice and small. Nice and small. Just like this. Okay, ziggy zaggy zoo. Ziggy zaggy zoo, little dashes just like this. Alrighty. Okay. And then grab yourself a little bit more white paint. Don't clean your brush, a little more white paint. And you're going to come off of that center. And you're going to go like that. And like that. And then you're going to fill all that in with dashes. And the edging can come a little off your face. Okay, so your edges can come off your face a little bit. And see where I'm holding my brush, and I'm just doing this. I'm holding it really close to the bristles. Really close, and I'm just going like that. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. So you want to put in all these dashes in here. All these dashes in here. That's all I'm doing. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's it. That's it. We're just doing all of our dashes in here. So guys, we honestly only have like a few little details to do and we are done with this painting. So I just want to tell you, you're all amazing. You're all doing great, especially you, Megna, Becca, Shea, and Addie. I think you're all doing amazing. And of course, all of my adult painters out there, you guys are doing amazing too. You guys are doing amazing too. $6,000%. You are all awesome. I'd spam you all hearts if I could. I'd spam you all hearts if I could. When you're done with that, swirl tap that big boy. And we're going to put our leaves in and our flower stem. So we need a green. So you want to make sure your green is darker than your background, or lighter. One or the other, darker or lighter, whichever direction you decide to go in. You want to make sure it's either darker or lighter than your background color. All right, so if you make your green and you need it darker, add black. If you're going to go the lighter route, I'm going to go the lighter route tonight, even though in my original I went darker. But I'm going to go the lighter route so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I am making my green, blue and yellow, and I'm putting some white in it. So I am going to turn around and make my green really light. That way you guys can see it. See what I'm doing. If you want to go the darker route, that's fine too. That's what I did on the original. That's what I did on the original. But I am going to go light, light, light green so you guys can see what I'm doing. And if you notice, I just tested it, right? I put my brush up to my palette and was like, oh, I got to go a little lighter. I mean, I put my brush up to my painting and said, oh, I got to go a little lighter. So, you know, that's what you can do. Just put your paintbrush up to your painting and be like, oh, that's not dark enough, or that's not light enough. Okay, I'm going to give myself a nice edge. I'm going to come up to those black lines that I made. And very simple, you're just going to do a parentheses and a parentheses again. But they're going to be pointy. So I'm going to come up here. Whoops. Almost dropped you all. Almost had 15 people hit my floor. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to leave a little space in my stem. And I'm going to go swoop on that side. And swoop on this side. And color it in. And no worries if you covered that black stem part. Because we'll paint that back in. Alright. So I'm just swooping on both sides. I'm just swooping on both sides. That's all I did. We swoop around here. I don't get very technical. So we do swoops, okay? So I'm going to hit the other stems over here. Grab some more light green paint. I'm going to swoop on this side. And swoop on that side. And fill it in. Fill it in. Okay, so I'm going to go, right, make my little point. I'm going to swoop on this side. And I'm going to swoop on that side. Fill it in. Fill it in. Magna girl, what are you doing? You're doing great. You know, with acrylic paint, you let it dry and you can paint right over it. It's all good. No worries, love. No worries. Right, guys? Right, Shea and Addie and Emma? Right? Tell her. You let it dry. And the golden rule, sweetheart. This is supposed to be fun. Have fun. You're doing fine. And just let it dry. Just hang out with us. You can always turn around and fix it later. So just hang out with me. Because I love to hear you hang out and talk to me and stuff. And you can't really do that if you're upset. So don't be upset. Alright? Try not to be. It's okay if you get a little upset, a little frustrated. But just remember the golden rule to have fun. Because Melanie's having fun, and Hannah's definitely having fun, and Adrian, Lily, and Shay, and Addie. So we're all here for you, sweetie. We're all family. You're doing awesome. And like I said, just let it dry, and you can try painting it again. No worries. And of course, you can ask me any question you want to. So just hang out with me and talk to me. That's right, Amy. She's got this. You got this, girl. We love you. You're totally fine. Of course, sweetheart. Of course. You totally got this. Oh, awesome, Ashley. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. You're amazing. Yep. So just have a good time with it. Just hang out with us. Besides, you got to be Megna on the roll. Megna Patrol on the roll, because I'm going to mess up who everybody is. So now we're going to go over here. You want a thin amount of paint on your brush. See that? Not very much at all. And I'm going to hold my paintbrush back here. Give it up a little loose, and we're going to put in the flower stem. We're going to put in the flower stem, okay? So that is another swoop. We're going to swoop around. So you're going to start at his paw, and you're going to swoop around to his leg. Swoop. Just like that. And then I'm going to start at his paw, and I'm going to follow along the swoop I did. So I'm going to follow along the swoop I already did. And I'm going to come up and out that way. Right? So start at the paw, swoop around into his leg. Follow that swoop that you did. Come up this way. And you want to hold your brush towards the back of the brush so you don't get a really thick line. That's right. So, Megna Patrol on a roll, right? You got to help me out here. You got to see how everybody's doing. Okay, so once you have that painted in, we'll put Big Boy in the water, and we're going to get out Mini-Me. We're going to get out Mini-Me. Mini-Me in the house. And I'm going to grab just white paint. And you can hold this like a pencil, and just don't put your hand on your stem because you just painted it, but you can lean your hand on your canvas. And above your stem, about a fingertip's worth, follow that swoop around, swoop, follow that swoop around, go above your stem, and do that little parentheses into a circle. So follow that swoop around, give yourself a space, parentheses. Parentheses. Do I have to do another roll call? Let's do roll call. I like it. I like doing roll call. Ready? Big breath in. You ready? You ready, Megna? Roll call. Cassie from Halifax, Sabrina, Kaylee Nashi, Ann with an E, and W painting for her niece, Dawn, with Shea and Addie, Peggy and Canada, Amy and Becca in the house. Becca might have got tired already. We have Lily, Adrian, Nancy, my woman, Megna, you're in there, sweetie. Megna Patrol on a roll. Hannah in the house. Melanie, Ashley, Sinave from Switzerland, across the ocean, and Jamie. Woo! Alright, once you have that little circle, you're going to grab your white paint, and you want to think of petals of a flower like hands of a clock. So, you want to draw yourself some lines coming out of your flower like hands of a clock. Hands of a clock. Just like that. And once you have those drawn in, this is all with white paint, so your color pops. Then you're going to do ovals around those lines and paint it in. Okay, and you just want to make sure your petals are touching when you get to the center. So when you get towards the center, just make your petals wide enough so they wind up touching. So you put in hands of a clock, and then you swoop around those lines to make your petals. So my How-To Tuesdays, I am going to cover flowers. That's definitely going to be one of them. So definitely stay tuned for that one. Definitely stay tuned for that one. I'm going to cover all sorts of flowers. Right now, we're just making a simple daisy, like hands of a clock. Hands of a clock. That's all you have to remember. And we're doing it all in white first, so when you color it in, your colors will pop. That's what's going to happen. Yep, so whenever you're doing a daisy, just remember hands of a clock. That's all you need to remember. So you guys don't have to do a flower if you don't want to. You can have them holding a heart if you wanted to. You can have them not holding anything. You can do a couple of flowers. It's your creation. Have fun with it. Okay? And if you need to take a break, that's fine. You can always come back and watch the replay. Always come back and watch the replay. They are always, always, always available. Okay. So, while we have the white on our brush, just wipe off your globs. And we're going to put his claws in. Alright, so his claws, same thing. You're going to start in your paw here. Put your one in the center. Going over your branch. Just give yourself a line. Just give yourself a line. And then you want to put the two on either side of it. And like the same thing you did with your petals, you're going to give a little rounded part on the top. And then you're going to bring it down like a triangle into a point. Okay? So you want to give a little rounded part on the top. And then bring it like a triangle down to a point. So whatever little brush you have to do this is fine. Whatever little brush you have. Alright? Round it. Point. I just put my hand in my flower, so make sure you don't do that. Make sure you don't do that. Okay, so other paw, right? 3 lines. Do your one in the center first. Then do your ones on either side. Wipe off any globs on your brush. Rounded tops. Bring it down to a point. Down to a point. Okay? Justin, you're awesome. So all of you that are on here, you don't know Hannah and Dustin. Hannah and Dustin have been painting with me since their first wedding anniversary. So they're our favorite married couple. They put chihuahuas in all their paintings. And I think everybody's sloth looks like Lorax right now. It does have that Lorax face going on. maybe you just have a bad tummy ache, so I'll see you soon, love. It's all good. Becca was tired too, so go rest, guys. Go rest. I love you. I'll see you. I'll see you soon, honey. Okay, so now we have to do the claws over here. Feel better, sweetie. Right, again, do your center one. Then do your two on the side. Round the tops. Go to the point. I think all of ours looks kind of like Lorax, Dustin. Definitely getting that Lorax vibe. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Alright. So when we're done with this, we're going to swirl, tap, dab, big boy. Put this in the water. Swirl, tap, dab, big boy. Get them nice and clean. Some nice, clean, 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 clean white. And we literally have a couple steps on his face, painting in our petals, and doing the marks in our leaves, and we're going to be all set, guys. So you're all amazing. You're doing awesome. And we're almost done. And when you guys are done, make sure you post your paintings to the event page, because I totally want to see them. All right, so make sure, Shay and Addie, that Dawn takes care of that for you. Make sure. So I'm going to swirl, tap, dab, big boy. I'm going to get them nice and clean. We're going to grab our white paint, clean white. And in his face, so he looks more like Lorax, Dustin, you want to just give nice, clean white swishes now. Don't lose all the brown ones. You just want to give it some nice, clean white ones. So don't lose all the ones that you did that were the brownish color. Okay, and watch that edge. Be careful around your edge. And again, I'm just zig-zagging. I'm just zooming. We're just dashing away here. That's all we're doing. All we're doing. Okay, and then you're going to come up with the nose area and do some dashes on the top. Dash in and dash away. Oh, that's what we're doing. Dash away, dash away. Oh. Alrighty. So, now we all definitely have a Lorax. That was great, Dustin. I loved it. Alright, so we're going to go color in your flower now. So again, whatever color you want your flower to be. On the original, I actually did rounded petals. I just noticed that, but it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I'm just going to grab blue and white. I'm just going to grab blue and white. Make myself a light blue color. And I'm going to come in and paint in my petals. So, now, if you have a petal overlapping another petal, you got to pick a winner. And when you pick a winner, you basically make the part that's overlapping a little lighter. So see how this petal is going to overlap that one? I'm just going to make it a little lighter. See that? That's how we're going to do that. So if you have a petal overlapping another petal, You got to pick who's going to win, which petal's going to win, and you just want to make that petal color, for now, to keep it simple, a little lighter. And that's all you need to do. So, I'm going to fill all this in. And I'm going to keep that lighter petal as the winner. Alright, so if one is overlapping another, you just make the one on top lighter. That's all you need to do. Okay, so this petal is going to overlap that one, so I am just going to make this the lighter blue. Right, so nice, simple, pretty flower. Keeping it nice and simple. And we're going to do the details on his face. And you guys are going to have a sloth painting. Yes. So I'm sure you're all doing amazing. And even if you're not, that's okay. Because as long as you're having fun with our Friday night party. Got the music going. Got the music going, got us all hanging out as a fam. So, and I'm going to do the next petal lighter. So, he's the lighter one that's on top. So, I hope everybody's doing amazing this Friday. I'm doing amazing. I'm so happy you guys joined me. Don't forget, next Friday's Winter Kitty. This Tuesday's the How To Tuesdays. So, we're going to do that. And this last petal is going to overlap this one. So, I'm going to do this edge lighter. Okay? But it's under that one. So I'm going to do the other edge of this same petal darker. So I just did one edge light, one edge darker, and you kind of blend it in the middle. Like I said, I'm going to have a how-to on flowers. So, you know what? You just have fun with this flower for now. And no worries, I got your back for painting flowers. Okay, so it is sloth face time, and we are going to be all set. So I hope everybody's having a good time out there. I hope everybody's enjoying their sloth painting. I'm going to show you all the details in his face. His cute little sloth face. Peekaboo. And we'll be all set. So, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to grab Tiny. Obviously, we're doing details, so we need Tiny nice and clean. We need Tiny nice and clean. And in his eye sockets, right here, you're going to grab some white and black. You're going to grab some white and black, make like a little grayish color. Make yourself a little grayish color. Like a light gray. A light gray. Okay? And you're going to come into where his two areas are for his eyes. And you basically just want to, like, not like a solid line. You just want to turn around. Let me see if I can get the glare off of his face. See, sorry about that, guys. All right, that's a little better. So you just kind of want to do dashing around like in an oval shape of this light gray color. So it's not a solid thing. It's not like anything fancy. I'm just dashing my brush, giving myself a gray background. All I'm doing. Okay, we're going to do that on the other side. So you just want to dash your brush as a little bit of an oval. And you're going to put that right in those little brown places on his face. Okay? So you're going to do that. Then we're going to swirl tap dab our brush. And that brown you made, you want to grab that light brown that you made, and you want it really thin. So I have to make more brown. I'm making more brown real fast because I ran out. Always try to make yourself enough of the color you're going to be using. Makes life a lot easier. Trust me on that one. So, that light brown color, make sure your paint's not globby. If you got to add a little water to it, add a little water to it, alright? So, I'm going to grab that light brown color, just on the tip of my brush, and I'm going to come down the center part of the nose area with these dashes, just like that. Right? And then I'm going to grab that light brown color again, and I'm going to come down from here and then make where his smile is going to be. And make where his smile is going to be. Again, I'm just doing dashes because this is all like fur. So you just want to do these dashes. You don't want to do solid lines. Because if you do solid lines, it's not going to look like fur. It's not going to look like fur if you do solid lines. Alright. So we're going to do that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's what we're doing. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's all it is. Just little dashes of brown. So, now he looks really creepy, but that's okay. We'll get him to look good. So you're going to wipe off your brush. We're going to grab some black, and we're going to let that dry a second. So we're going to re-put the stems in our leaves. And then, so we're going to just grab some black paint, go to our leaves, follow where that stem line was before, wiggle in a little black, put little triangles coming out. There's one leaf. And we're going to come over here to the other two leaves. Wiggle in that black a little bit. Put in your little triangles. Just like that. And wiggle out this leaf. Put in your little pieces. And your leaves are all done. Now we can go back to his face with the black. You're going to go where this little nose area is coming down. You just want to give yourself a nice little rounded nose. Nice little rounded nose. Bring it on around. Add the smallest amount of white to that. So it's like actually a really, really dark gray. It's actually a really dark gray, and you're just going to oval that around. You're just going to oval that around. Then you're going to come off of there. You're going to do like a little swoop in triangle. And then you're going to shoot a big old smile on his face. Shoot. So it looks like he just drank chocolate milk. Then we're going to wipe our brush off. Go right back in with black paint. Do his eyeballs. So again, parentheses and a parentheses in the middle of that gray area. Come over here. Parentheses and a parentheses in the middle of that gray area. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, just like that. Right? Swirl, tap, dab your brush. 3 steps left. What? Yes, girl. All right. And Dustin, all my ladies and Dustin, we got 3 steps left. That's all we got. Yes. That's all we got. So, we're going to clean off that tiny. We're going to go back to our flower. Grab our white paint. Grab our white paint and parentheses, parentheses, the center of our flower again. Clean that up nice. We're going to take this white paint, make the lightest gray you've ever seen with some black. Okay. Go into his nose. And we're going to swoop up this way and swoop up that way. Come across. Fill that in. There you go. You're going to swirl, tap, dab your brush. We got 3 strokes left, people. You guys ready? You ready out there? I'm ready. You ready, Freddy? 3 strokes left, and we have a sloth. Okay? So you want to do your lights in your eyes. So that is a swoop this way. Follow the shape of your eyeball. A swoop that way with white paint. Follow the shape of your eyeball. 2 dots. Dot. Dot. And the highlight on the nose right there. Wham! And you guys painted a sloth. So, good job. You're all amazing. You did an excellent job tonight. I hope you had fun with your furry little sloth. I just want to say thank you to every single one of you for joining me this evening and doing our little party, because you're all amazing. Again, this is Eve. This is Eve's Creations Paint Party. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank Melanie and Hannah. You're welcome, sweetie. And Megna didn't feel so well, but maybe she'll watch the replay. So I love you too, girl. And we got Nancy and Adrian and Lily, Amy and Becca, and Peggy from Canada, Dawn with Shea and Addie, and W. I hope your niece loves it. And with an E, hello, sweetheart. Sabrina, Kaylee, Cassie from Halifax, Ashley, Sanabe, and Jamie. You're so welcome, Cassie. I hope if I missed you, I hope you had a good time. I'm sorry if I missed you, but I try my best. And free to watch, tips and gratuities are appreciated. I'm going to share my links in the comments. So that's PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. So I can still bring these videos for you for free and be able to buy supplies, because I think art supplies should be free, but who am I? You are so welcome, Amy and Becca. I love you guys so much, and I just really appreciate all of you joining me tonight. If you're watching the replay, awesome. If you have any questions, just feel free to message me, and you all warm my heart, and I just want to let you know, have fun and just go create. Okay? Mwah. So I hope everybody has a good night, and I will see you all soon. I will see you on Tuesday. So you all did an amazing, amazing job. Can't wait to see them. Don't forget to post on the event page. And if anybody has any last minute questions, I'll be on for a minute or two more, and I'll try to answer them for you. I wonder if the light's going to work tonight. You're welcome, Hannah. You're so welcome. Can't wait to see yours and Dustin's paintings. I know they're going to be awesome. And now that Dustin said the Lorax, I can't stop picturing the Lorax with this painting. You are very, very, very welcome. How do you keep the paints from drying out? Okay, Jamie, so what I do is I actually scoop my paint from the palette and put it in a Tupperware. I know other people, they basically just take their palette and put it in a Ziploc bag. So this way you can keep all the colors that you mixed if you want to go back later to do some schmoozing. So you can easily put it in a Ziploc bag, or you are so welcome, or you can scoop it all out and put it inside a Tupperware. In the Tupperware, it lasts probably a good 3-4 days before it gets really goopy. So that's how I do that. You are so welcome, Cassie, Amy, and Becca. You are so welcome, Dawn. Thank you for joining me. I hope Shay and Addie had a really good time. I hope everybody had a really, really good time with me tonight. Oh, you're so welcome, Jamie. Yep. I just use a sponge. I scoop it out of my palette and I put it right in a Tupperware. And some people just put it in a Ziploc bag. So it's completely up to you. Thank you so much for everybody joining me. Don't forget the golden rule to have fun and go create. I can't wait to see everybody's sloths. They're going to be amazing. And don't forget, How To Tuesdays. This Tuesday is mountains and rocks and cliffs. And Friday is going to be a winter kitty. Chillin' kitty cat. If anybody ever has any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Moving on to my soda. So I'll be on for another minute or two as you guys are finishing up. If you have any questions, let me know. As I do exactly what I just told Jamie, I'm scooping my paint out and putting it in a Tupperware. Yes, Jamie, yes it is. Thank you, thank you. Yes. Yes, the gratuity information is also on the event page. Thank you so much. Oh, and thank you to everybody. Awesome, Ashley. I didn't know your daughter was painting with you. I would have said hi to her the whole time. Hi, Kaylee. Hi. Hi, sweetie. I'm glad you had fun. I was saying, Kaylee, I didn't know it was your daughter, though. I got it. I was saying her name. I just didn't know it was your daughter. I'm so happy for that. Thank you so much. Making memories is extremely important. It's one of the reasons I do this. So glad you and your daughter had fun. Hi! I was saying your name before. I was saying Ashley and Kaylee before, so... But hello, loves. Hello. I wasn't really sure if that was your name or you were tagging or what was going on, so I just kind of threw it into roll call. Because I don't like anybody to feel left out. So I'm glad you guys had fun. Yep, so I literally just scooped all my paint out of my palette and just put it right in a Tupperware. Night. Thank you. Night, night, sweetie. Okay, I'm just hanging out painting my edges, so if any of you guys have a last minute question, now is the time because I am going to be logging off real soon. Real soon. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. You all warm my heart. And I hope everybody has a great weekend and have an awesome evening. And I'll see you again soon, okay? Thank you. Have a good night. Have fun. Go create. Alright, bye-bye.